Men commit differently than women. Men pick up the whole package. So they start by looking. They're looking for a woman with complementary strength. They are looking for strength, and they see a woman that's really, really, really strong, but they don't need to be duplicated.
Yeah, they don't need the manly, masculine, like strength, like physical strength. They want emotional strength, mental strength, pretty much everything except physical strength.
And they don't want to be duplicated. They want to be admired.
Complimented.
For the ways that they're strong that you aren't. And the only reason they want to be admired by you is because they admire you. It's not because they think so little. We want to be admired by the people we admire. So
right. Like if you like someone or something in someone, you want that person to also admire you or think that you're great. It's not like, oh, tell me how great I am. You know, it's not always about that.
So men scan for complementary strength. It's in their nature. They do it all the time. We do it too for a different reason, but they do it. It's like they're always filling a team or looking for a partnership. And then when they find it and, oh, she likes me. That's one of the 12 things. She likes me. Did our parents did your mother teach you to look for men you liked? Mine didn't.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I think that plays a little bit on her age probably too.
I was taught to look for beautiful men, handsome, strong, rich. Do you know that's.
Yeah, but I think the handsome part is like you like their looks. Like that's the idea that you like their looks. Not, you know, and you would think that plays into like, oh, I like them.
With the imprint back in the 70s. So still is in a lot of ways.
You mean instead of men you like? Like they need to check a box.
It never even showed up.
Wealthy,
do
tall,
you like him?
Educated.
Yes.
But do you like him?
Yes.
Well, because money is easy to like. I think the like was implied at that point. I think back then the like was implied of like, if someone's rich and handsome and kind and all these things, then why wouldn't you like them?
Never even showed up. Do you like him? What do you like about him? And like when we're like,
and people have always said, and again, I'm not as old as this woman, so I can't say like what people were telling her, what she was supposed to look for back then. But I've never heard of like, you know, when people are always like, oh, you want a guy who's funny. Yeah, everyone wants that. Like there's things that people will look for that aren't just about looks
I'm so
and
in love
money.
with him. No. Oh, and the chemistry's amazing. And I'm like, okay, and do you like him?
That's what the chemistry is.
Do I like him?
Right?
Well, if you were to have children, would you hope they would be like he is? Because you prefer how he is?
Yeah, that's what you would hope to go for, I would think.
We're not taught to think of these things. But one of the things that makes a woman the right person is she likes me. Another, she doesn't emasculate me too much.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. That's a big, huge one.
Wow. The bar is on the floor.
Yes, and too much changes. Men in their 30s, for example, will put up with a heck of a lot more emasculation than a man in his 50s.
Well, I think, too, it's because a man in his 50s has met and knows of women who... The women now, younger women, have, like, changed the game. Like, they're just ready to emasculate. Like they're ready to emasculate and then go on TikTok and tell everybody how they emasculated their man and then get all this support and like, yes, queen, you go, girl. Yeah. You know, shove him into the ground. It's like, no. But a guy in his 50s, like the women around his age aren't talking or doing that.
What we call the stages of development. A prince, highly adaptable, although he'll be really upset with himself for betraying himself. A king, no, kings have very low tolerance for emasculation. They'd rather be alone than to be diminished by a woman. So being liked, which includes being accepted. And so when a man is looking for a partner, he's looking for those complementary strengths. And then, okay, what goes with this? And when he chooses her, and we feel it in our bodies before they ever say, will you marry me? We can feel when they have picked up the whole package. We feel safe. We feel loved and we feel safe. And it's because they have accepted the stuff that goes with what they value about you the most. That's just part and parcel. And if one of their friends says, oh, but she's so, that's just how she is.
That means they like you enough to put up with all your crap. That's all. That means they just like you enough now to put up with your BS.
Yes. And he's not out to change it, even though it might hurt him, even though it might be irritating, even
Maybe
though it might trip him up. He's not going to try to change it. He bought the package. And yesterday with Ellen and Andrew, the question was, what do men don't know about women? And many of the things were men don't know what women don't know about them.
I mean, yeah.
That's one of the most
sense.
important things for men, which is why I love they can do our Understanding Men workshop. In person, it was only for women. Men get to watch it online and be my students and learn what women don't know about men. And they find out all these things they didn't know about themselves. So here's the thing, just to finish that one. Women don't buy the whole package.
Interesting.
And we actually need to do it intentionally and if I ever took on being a marriage,
Because I think as a woman, like, we're more likely, at least nowadays, to be like, oh, he doesn't have, you know, an Acura, I'm out, you know, or something so simple and so stupid and so minuscule when you're like, okay, well, but he's missing this one thing, or, you know, you're not willing to compromise. Some women aren't willing to compromise for that person. And then, like she's saying, accept the whole package.
counselor, which I sometimes end up being like that in odd ways because I interact with my students a lot. We commit one acceptance at a time. One, that's how he is. That's what he needs. That works better for him. Okay.
Noted.
Okay. I've known women who had wedding ceremonies 30 years ago, and there's hardly anything about their husband they have accepted.
They have or haven't? Wait.
They have accepted.
Hold on. Wait. We got to go back.
To go. And there's hardly anything about their husband they have accepted.
So they haven't accepted, because look at her face. So they haven't accepted, and they've been married for 30 years. Girl, get with the program. Start accepting.
They're still trying to change him at his core.
Damn.
They're trying to change who he is, which is expressed in.
I mean, that makes perfect sense then why the divorce rate is so high. It's because, like, people are just trying to change people after the fact. They're like, oh, like, we'll fix that. Oh, yeah, we'll work on that, you know. And then just when they realize it's not going to change, and they're like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
What he values, what's worth his time and energy. And they're trying to change what he spends his time and energy on.
That's crazy.
No, that feeds him. It feeds him. That's why he does it, because it feeds him.
It's a part of who he
you want him
is.
to not be fed?
Or they accept it in a dismissive and resigned way.
That's not acceptance.
It's not acceptance.
Right.
That's put up with.
That's like ignoring.
That's be resigned to it, not acceptance.
And that creates hostility in a marriage.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
It's very dark, a dark energy that brings it.
Yes, that's a good word for it. It's
builds up resentment.
If only it was dark and still, but it's so damaging. It's cancerous. Anywhere from a
and then it explodes at some
full-on
point.
assault to just a cancer eating away.
Yikes.
When I want to change you.
Yeah, no, you don't want to change. You shouldn't want to change somebody. You shouldn't have to change somebody. Just accept everybody, man. If you're with somebody, accept them fully. And if you're not willing to accept them fully, get rid of them. If they're not willing to accept you fully, get rid of them. Okay? We don't need that around us. We don't need that negative energy. Okay? Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. You know what's up. I'll see you later. Bye.